Well, a top Syrian parliamentarian says the country's intelligence apparatus has an audio file which proves the recent U.S. bombardment of Syrian troops was a deliberate act. Parliament Speaker Hadi Khalaf Abbas said the audio file includes conversation between American forces and Daesh terrorists before a U.S.-led airstrike on Syrian troops in the city of Dayr al-Zawr. Khalaf Abbas made the revelation while meeting with senior Iranian official Ali Akbar Velayati in Tehran. She said in the audio file, it can be heard that American forces are telling Daesh terrorists to capture the area following the air raids. Over 80 Syrian soldiers were killed after the so-called U.S.-led coalition warplanes bombed the Syrian army positions in Dayr al-Zawr some 10 days ago. Following the raids, Daesh launched an assault and captured a strategic hilltop. The Syrian reinforcement forces later managed to regain the area. Well, author and journalist Mr. Stephen Lenman joins us now from Chicago. Mr. Lenman, it's great to have you with us here on PressTV's Top 5 once again. I believe it was immediately after the attack on Dayr al-Zawr. We spoke about the situation, and correct me if I'm wrong, you stated that the facts on the ground, they're all indicating that it was, the scenario looked like that it was the United States coming to the aid of Daesh and giving them basically reinforcing them with the aerial assaults. And now the Parliament Speaker of Syria stated that there's an audio file that pretty much states to verify that claim, that it was the United States helping and aiding Daesh in that attack in Dayr al-Zawr. Talk to us about this.
Oh, indeed. I've explained this before many times. America is directly involved in aiding Daesh, al-Nusra, and all other anti-government forces, arming, funding, training, directing them, teaching them atrocities, use of chemical weapons, use of banned weapons. It goes on and on. And of course, America tries to change the subject every time its nefarious activities are exposed. I'm not surprised that there's an audio file showing that U.S. forces conspired with ISIS to launch the attack on Dayr al-Zawr and killing 82 Syrian soldiers, injuring maybe 100 others. Just a devastating high crime of war. And America tries to just slough it off by calling it a mistake. It was no mistake. It was a deliberate attack. I mean, American intelligence and the ability to know exactly the coordinates of a target and who they want to hit, they can do it very easily. Russia does it all the time. America can do it all the time. The Syrian forces were attacked because America wanted to disrupt the process, wanted to really subvert any chance of peace in Syria. America's aim is one thing. It's regime change. It's turning Syria into a U.S. vassal state, and it intends to continue war until its objective is achieved. And the only way to defeat them is by Syrian forces with Russian help defeating these terrorist forces, smashing them, all anti-government forces, not just ISIS and al-Nusra, but all of them. They're all terrorists, and I stress this time and again.
Mr. Lenman, if this audio file is authentic and it is disclosed, what happens next? How much of the composition of what's taking place on the ground can change? Will the United States just deny it? Will it have to back up on its stance? What do you think will happen?
Oh, America won't change its tactics at all, and it has to be emphasized that after the U.S. attack, coordinating it with ISIS, the ISIS forces were told to position themselves to prepare to attack and occupy the territory that America was bombing. So I mean, this was a setup by America. Will it change America's policy? No. See what happened Sunday during the Emergency Security Council meeting that America, Britain, and France called. It was just an excuse to demagogue the conflict, bash Russia, bash Syria, blame them for U.S. crimes and the crimes of America's allies. And this is the way America responds to incidents like the al-Zawr, and it'll keep doing it. I wish diplomacy would work, but I don't see any possibility of Russia striking a deal with America and having it stick. And I know the history of America and the deals that it strikes and the breaching them virtually every single time from the Republic's inception. Look what it's done with the Iran nuclear deal, breaching the terms. And I'm worried that if Hillary succeeds Obama, that the deal may be abolished altogether. All those years down the drain because America wants regime change in all independent countries, all of them worldwide.
Author and journalist Stephen Lenman joining us from Chicago. Thank you for your comments, sir.